All right, so today is Saturday. It's 11:30 at night, and while we recap what happened today, my mukbang this time is gonna be about this hot drink I got from the vending machine on the at the train station, subway station. I don't know what it is. It's not a drink. It seems like it's miso soup with clams. let me double check. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm assuming that's what it is. Let's see what Google Translate says. Oh, what a time for it to be slow. Honestly, it's never been slow before. Let's see. It's 10 pieces of clams. Wait, can you see that? You know, I remember I showed you this earlier, but I have no idea if it was in camera. Oh, it is miso soup. Yes, so this is what it says. Shijimi clams, 10 pieces, and the miso soup is what it says on this side up here. So we're gonna try that, and then we're also gonna try this. I'm assuming this is red bean, because I was looking at the picture of it, and it looked disgusting, like it was um, like refried beans. But I'm assuming that's what it is. And let's check that. Oh, it is red beans. I don't know if there's anything else in it, but it just says using red beans and then other words that uh, aren't in English. And these both were super hot when they come out of the vending machine. You could pick hot or cold drinks. When I bought this like maybe 30 minutes ago because I took my train to here, and then uh, when it first comes out of the vending machine, it's super hot, like too hot to hold in your hands. So I have to put it in my backpack. So let's see what they're like. I hope it's good, or I hope it's not awful. I should have got some napkins. Oh, so definitely it feels weird that it's in a can, but it smells like miso soup. I don't know how they have the clams in here, how it's gonna come out, because it's just like a regular can top. 27 calories, so it's low calorie and something to warm you up on the when it's cold out. Very cold today. Wow, this tastes exactly like any miso soup you would get at a restaurant. No, I should have shaken it first. Too late. Wow, this is really good. And it's not. I've had some good miso soups on my trip, especially I had one with, like served with crab in it. Like you could get the meat out of it. That one was good. That was at my ryokan. That was served with our dinner. I had one with actual clams in it, like with the shells on, so you get the full flavor. Um, and I've had good miso soups back home. This one is this is up there. I would totally buy this if some days, even for a while. Even though I put it in my backpack, it was warming me up. So for about it was like 140 yen, which is about like a dollar. Hmm. Okay, so what did I do today? I'm gonna save the red bean drink for dessert. I don't want to mix the clam miso soup and uh, this one, which I think is supposed to be like a sweet drink. Uh, I haven't. I don't think I've tasted the clam in here. And to be honest, I'm kind of scared of like if one of them like goes to the top and I like do I chew it? We'll see what happens. So today on Saturday was my um, hang out with my cousin. Calling him my cousin. He's my auntie's nephew, which we're not blood related. We haven't really hung out before. He's American. He's from America, but he's living in Japan, and he's been living here for a few months. So earlier in my trip, maybe my second day, we hung out for like a couple hours, and just from learning how he, uh, like, from him like the customs of Japan, like when to, like how to eat, not eat to eat, but even just like to wipe your hands before you eat a meal, which I knew that, but which side to stand on the escalator. So apparently, in Tokyo, you stand on the left side of the escalator if you're not gonna go up it. But if you go to Osaka, you stand on the right side. So that was interesting to hear. So that first meeting or hang out with him for a couple hours was helpful to get me started. And then today I hung out with him all day because I didn't have anything planned. He gave me the tour of pretty much everything else I haven't done yet in Japan. So we went to Akihabara, which is like an anime arcade area. I guess it used to be like electronics before, but now it's mostly like anime and arcades. So the first thing you do pretty much is there's like a main intersection, and if you look up, there's like all the tall buildings have like this anime stuff on it. Um, like video screens of stuff going on. Very, um, I think that's the most like downtown city feel I've had so far. Um, so that was an interesting experience. He told me that also that at night, we went in the morning, but at night, that's when all like the maid cafe girls come out in their maid costume and they try to get you to go to the cafe, just where they serve you. It's like a normal cafe, I guess, but they do like the um, cutesy stuff. I've never been. I'm not that interested in going, and neither is he. So I would have done it just to like experience it, but it's not something. It wasn't something on my list to do. Uh, but just hearing that there's like hundreds of maids over there at night, it was like weird. There was a lot of them already there during the daytime. So I don't think that's like a shady thing, but it just it's an interesting thing I heard about it. What did we do there? Uh, Besides looking around, we ended up walking around and looking at all of the shops. The first place we went into, because this is one of the things I wanted to do in Japan, was to play Dance Dance Revolution because I'm super into that game. I bought a metal pad for home, and I like it had to ship from like Europe or like I think it was Europe. It wasn't from Asia, but so I'm super into that game. I was trying to get back into it, and since like it was made here, I wanted to at least play it once. So we went into an arcade, which is the first arcade in Japan I've been into, and it's like multiple floors. They have areas for like claw machines and games where you have to like get the claw thing, or you have to slide uh, like an iPad to the end to win, for it to fall down from somewhere, and you have to do it multiple tries. Like, so say it's supposed to fall down here, and it starts here, so you have to use whatever like pushing thing to do it, and like you could never get it on the first try, so you'd have to pay multiple times to get it closer, and then maybe you could win it. But I learned that like if you give up after it's gotten to like close to it, like the work, and if you leave, the worker will come in and like push it back for the next person. So if you don't win it, then the other person isn't closer. They have to like put in that amount of effort or tries to get it, which uh maybe that's, I get it. Like there's it's more scammy everywhere. I wouldn't call it scammy because you know what you sign up for when you start the game if you want to try to win something for so cheap. I saw people playing that, and then the fighting games. I learned that they're released in Japanese arcades like Tekken. I think it was Tekken before they're released anywhere else, so it gets the hype up in arcades. Um, and then you know how in America they have like the cabinet and like player one's here and then player two's here. In Japan, like they have their own screen, like player one's here and then player two's here, and sometimes they have a seat. Uh, so they have their own section. They could focus on themselves only, and like you could even be like, there's four seats sometimes, and you could play someone on the other side if you're versing them. So that was interesting. I've never. Oh, kind of like how they do racing games, but it's the first time I saw it for fighting games. So they had a floor of fighting games, some of music rhythm games, and that's where I played my DDR, Dance Revolution, which I used to play that as a teenager. I'd go put in my like 6 tokens, 4 tokens at like when it first came out to like now it's probably like $2 each play, but this time how much was it? It was 100 yen, which is probably like 60 cents. And the one over there, the one I went to, was like it had its own area that's like closed off, so you could pretty much be like two people uh, taking up a big area by yourself. You put your stuff down. They even have a fan that you could turn on that blows towards you. They had shelves, so we took off. I took off my jacket and put my backpack down. Let me see if I have any videos of that. Um, Not really. None that I know. But so I played a couple songs. My cousin played too, and he hadn't played for like since he was a teenager, so he was. I guess he was rusty, but he liked it. It was good. I ended up being glad that I went in. I found one of my favorite songs, AM3P, but they didn't have Butterfly or Boom Boom Dollar, like the classic ones. And so we lasted to the third level, which is the last level you could get to, and then we failed on the because the last song we picked was, I guess, like a mix of all the classic DDR songs. So I guess it was supposed to last 13 minutes, but my legs were too tired. Like I failed that one. um, yeah, we didn't pass 13 minutes, but by then I was already like sweating and tired. So like, yeah, oh well, I got the experience. And so after that, to that arcade. By the way, I have like this much left in here, and I haven't had a clam, which I'm kind of disappointed because it says it shows clams. Maybe they're like tiny clams, but I would have expected one to float up to the top by now. Well, one of the so Akihabara, there's like it's a big anime area, but there are like a few that I'm into and used to be into, but the one I've been a fan of since I was a kid is Dragon Ball Z, and So we passed by, I don't know if it was a pop-up store, but it was full of figures and artwork that, as a like one of the animes I'm a fan of, it was super cool to see. Because I was worried that, um, I guess it's not big anymore in Japan. There's like more popular ones that are like current. But I was glad. I enjoyed seeing that, even though I didn't buy anything. I feel like I'm not really a collector of figures or even artwork. I should have probably bought something, but I didn't want to carry it back in my backpack since I was going to be out all day. Let's see, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I remember it would get to a certain episode, uh, like um, when Goku first arrives in Namek and he's fighting the Ginyu Force for the first time. So I'd watch every episode to get to that, which was like, I don't know, like the hundredth episode, I'd say. I don't know, just like a random high number episode. And then every time it got to that, on TV, because this was back when before you could choose to watch it anytime online, but on the TV channel, it would reset back to the first episode. So I remember for like years, it would get to this one episode when Goku arrives and he's fighting the Ginyu Force and he's being super strong. But then the next episode is like to be continued, and then it goes start from the beginning again. So I felt like that happened for years, either on that episode and then finally, oh, the next day, like 5 months later, finally this next episode came out, and then it go again, and then it would stop and it would reset again. And I finally figured out that it's because um, they were developing the anime and they're trying to have the manga catch up to it because it was behind, and so they're just um, releasing anime episodes faster, and that's why there was so much filler earlier on. But yeah, that was my favorite anime growing up. I used to watch that and Sailor Moon. And even though I liked Sailor Moon, it was the first anime that made me cry. I was defending myself. Like, I like Sailor Moon, but I also like Dragon Ball Z when I'm a kid. I'm trying to defend my tastes. Like, if they thought I was too girly. But they're both good. So, yeah. Those are the only two main places I went in Akihabara. Uh, Walked around a lot, and then we went to Asakusa. I don't. You can't take my pronunciation. Uh, don't copy me if you're saying these words. I think it's Asakusa. All finished. I don't see any clams in here. Uh, so yeah, all done with this one. I hope this other bean one's still hot. Okay, it's still warm. It's not like super hot like it was when it came out of the machine. Like you almost have to do this. Like when I had to get put in my backpack, I didn't want to hold it for too long. It would have felt like it was burning me. All right, let's see what this is like. Oh, that does not look tasty. Oh, hold up. Man, that doesn't smell good. It's this drink. I know there's red bean in it. I don't know if the main ingredient is red bean. And even, I don't know how much I would like red bean. I don't know if you could, so you're not going to be able to see this. But it's not red. The liquid is not red. It's closer to chocolate milk. Except it's thinner. And it doesn't smell, oh, now I smell the bean. It doesn't smell anything different than like a pinto bean. When I first opened it, I kind of got like an eggy smell, like not maybe not rotten, but it was like eggy smell. So that's why it shocked me. Anyway, so while I drink this, let me give you my first sip. Oh, I hope I get my napkins ready. I got my orange Coca-Cola soda just in case, as a chaser. Okay, it's a lot better. Than tastes better than it looks because it looks disgusting and it doesn't smell good, but it tastes sweet. Did they put a lot of sugar in this? 88 calories, so they probably don't like super fill it with. Maybe this is like the same calories that orange juice would have. Some the same kind of sugar content as that. I wouldn't think there's like protein in here. It's all probably carbs. Okay, so I'm gonna sip on this. Oh, it's actually pretty good. I would have loved it if it was hot. I'm gonna buy this again from two sips. I hope there's a chance I could buy it again. Okay, so we went to Asakusa, which what's the temple? I wrote it down somewhere. Check my phone. We went to Senso-ji Temple. I don't know if I heard that right, but so it's a huge temple. I saw one in Kyoto, but it wasn't this huge. And in this one, you could walk under it, and there's like a huge lantern you walk under. Let's see. I think I have pictures of that. Uh, oh, this is me. This is Goku from earlier. Uh, oh yeah. So Sensoji Temple. This isn't the temple, but this is like the gate where you walk in. Can you see that? But it's huge and it's super crowded. So you walk through there. Uh, this is if you go like right under it. You see a little guy over there. It's huge. So you walk through that, and then you see this crowded, super long um, alley, and there's like full of shops, and there was a lot of stuff I wanted to look at, but there was so many people that like I didn't want to stop and and then try to then shop for a little bit in these small shops, and then I didn't want to like go back in the crowd because you'd have to like weave your way in and find a spot, like going back into traffic. So, but it is Sunday, and it was like peak Sunday time, so I'm sure that's why it was so crowded. So I did that, and then when you get to the end of that aisle or that alley, it's not really an alley. Well, I guess it's an alley. There's this incense where you're supposed to bathe yourself in incense, which is like a smell. Let's see. Let me show you. I didn't I didn't think I was gonna show you this recording, but you're supposed to like wait, bring it into your body or your have you smell like that, and that's a tradition. And then I was able to do. Uh, I got a fortune inside of the actual temple. Did I get a picture of the actual temple? Oh, there's this tall building to the side. I didn't walk over there, but it was super tall. And this one is the. Wait, that's not the main one. Wait, let me just show you real quick. Did I get the main one? No, I skipped the main building. I only took a picture of the gate. Um, Anyway, yeah, I got my fortune for the first time, and what you do is you, by honor system, you put a coin, 100 yen coin, which is like 60 cents. You put that into a box, and nothing happens when you do that. But if you do that, um, that pays for you. You There's like a metal box you shake, and you shake like a stick out of it, like this. You shake it out, and then it gives you a stick, and on that stick, it shows you a number. It shows you a number, and then you find it on the on a there's a bunch of drawers of little numbers on it, and then you open it and you pick your paper, and that shows you your fortune. So I had where's my fortune at? I hope this is recording. Okay, 1 second. Let me go find my fortune. I'm not gonna edit this, so no, I'm not gonna find it. It's somewhere deep in my backpack. But it was so you can get a bad fortune, you can get a good fortune. I got a half good fortune. But it was just some. It was. I don't remember. It wasn't. It wasn't that good. I don't want to. I don't want to say it because it's kind of. It's kind of true, but I'm not gonna share it right now. Maybe later. Maybe when we get to know each other better, I'll share it. Mm. So I got my first fortune here in Japan. My cousin, he got a bad fortune. So what you do if you get a bad one, it's a little paper. If you get a bad one, you're supposed to like fold it up and then tie it to like a um, like this metal um, what's the word? Like not like a cage, but like a fence thing. And I guess that's how you get rid of the bad fortune. So that was fun to do. That's pretty much all we went to Asakusa. Oh yeah, there was a lot of people taking pictures because that or that alley I showed you is a popular one. But if I wouldn't go back there if it was like peak time again because it's hard to enjoy it. Actually, I would for a tourist. I would totally bring them there so they get the experience. So we did that. Where did I go? Skytree. We went to Tokyo Skytree, right? Is it called Tokyo Skytree? I know it's called Skytree, and I think that's a must visit if you go to Japan. Is it in? Oh, I don't know where it is, but it's a huge. I guess it's 300 floors. I can't believe that. I saw it, but I don't really believe it. Let me fact check it before I say that. And I didn't want to do it because I did Tokyo Tower, which is probably it's not worth it at all after seeing that. Um, yeah, definitely skip Tokyo Tower. I only did that because I was nearby, and I guess I confused them. It was nearby where I was, and I kind of confused them, so I just went since it was close. And I would not recommend that if you do pass by. I would skip that, and I would go to Skytree. And I didn't go in Skytree, but I was around it, and now like it's attached to a bunch of restaurants. Okay, yeah, it says it's 340 floors, the world's tallest tower. That's crazy. It goes super high. uh, like I couldn't. I tried to take pictures to show how tall it is, like compared to everything, but like it does. It's not gonna do it justice. Like I can't show you like unless if you see it yourself. I remember I was walking under it and I looked up and I got like vertigo for a second. I was like, whoa! Like that doesn't make sense. Like my brain was like I couldn't comprehend that. Oh, here's a good. Let me start from the beginning. So I was showing I was showing like I was like on the 30th floor here of the attached building, and I was showing the ground, and then went up here, and it's still going hecka high. Dang! And everything is way under it. Of course, it's the tallest tower in the world. And even if you don't go inside, which I would have went, but I was you get tickets and reserve them, and uh, I maybe I'll go another time. I would definitely go if I come back to Japan, which I'm definitely gonna come back to Japan at some point. I would 100% go again, but just being around it was like enough for me to get the feeling. And like all around there is a bunch of restaurants. Like it's attached to like a whole bunch of shops and restaurants, and that's where we ended up eating like late lunch. I got this amu rice for the first time. Amu rice, hamburg steak, and there's like a tempura. It was cool. I wanted to try amu rice because like I've seen it in some shows like real life shows and anime shows when they make it look hecka good. It was really good. Uh, yeah, so I tried that. The food was okay, but there was a whole bunch of restaurants to try from, and we went to one without a line and like a safe choice, just because we were getting hungry at that point. We didn't have breakfast, and so yeah, Skytree is a must visit. I think, even if you don't go up, but I would recommend going up. I haven't been up, but I would I would want to in the future. Mm, man, I wish this was warmer. I would buy I would buy a big one. Or if there was a vending machine outside with this, I would buy it again, like right now, to drink more. So after Akihabara, Asakusa, Skytree, let me look. Oh, and then after that, we went to Shibuya Crossing because that's the other one place I haven't visited yet. I'm probably gonna post a video of me going through that huge crosswalk because there's like maybe like five intersections of like, and there's gonna like a huge street, um, or like intersection in the middle that like the cars will go through, and then you'll see like hundreds of people waiting on this corner, hundreds on this corner, hundreds on this corner, and like over here. So I was taking like videos. I put it on this thing, so I can't show you that. But it's it was man. So I walked across of it, and it just felt like a normal crosswalk. To be honest, like people were like rushing, or like you had to like weave through people, or depending on like how the flow went. There was a lot of people taking videos, like the like all the green lights for the cars would turn red, and then someone would yell "Time to go!" and then like they'd rush out and they try to record a video like a group. There was some like girls in kimonos doing like maybe not a TikTok dance, but they were doing performances. There's like five going on every single stoplight, or every time like it was open, they'd like run to the street and get a spot, and then someone would hold the. Sometimes they'd have a tripod even, and try to get their video. So I walked across it a couple times. It was, I guess it's a must do. Maybe not for me, but it's one of the things they say that you should do. I went at night, or maybe it wasn't like late, but it was like 5:30 p.m. And since is it still winter here? Yeah, January, end of January, still winter. So like it gets dark early at this date. Mm, yeah, did that. Walked around a bunch again. Um, there was, yeah, there's a lot of walking. How much steps did I get? Oh no, it reset. It's past midnight. I know I got over 30,000 steps, so it beat my record the other day, which was 30,000 steps. And 30,000 steps is at least half a marathon, 13 miles for me. So, but my feet were totally fine this time. I'm already used to it, I guess. This we did some stairs though, and those got tough because we were going up some buildings to see some views and some interesting hangout spots. There was this like rooftop um, area with like it would be the perfect place for teens. There's like a rock climbing area. It was a huge rooftop. It was like I think it was multiple buildings. And at the top there was like a skate park. I didn't see anyone skating at the time, but there's a rock climbing. There was like a beach. I guess you could change it between volleyball because it was sand, volleyball or soccer. Because I saw the nets like set up. Uh, some like teen kind of shops like with cute desserts or drinks, and then you saw like a bunch of like young, maybe high schooler, like younger adults, like they all had their spot. They're recording TikTok videos because I guess it's the cool spot to be. I don't know what it was called, but and to get there you had to go through this random building that looks like nothing special. You go in there, you go up some stairs. It looks like even like not even a supermarket entrance, but like a um, just like some random stairs into a building, and then eventually you're at the like sixth floor, and um, I would totally be there if I was a kid. You'd bring people there. I think there was like mini golf. It seems like a place that would have mini golf. Maybe I'm imagining it. Mm, and then from there, I guess I think that was still Shibuya, but we went to Harajuku. Did I take a video picture of that? Mainly, it's like a big. It's big, but there's like an alley, which is like one of the main parts where a lot of people take pictures, and during the day, apparently it gets super crowded, and there's a lot of shops there. There was, let me see if you can see this. There was a shop instead of like a cat cafe where you pet cats. There's like little baby pigs, and I really wanted to, or I would have if like there was a little small line of people waiting, but if there was an open spot, I totally would have went in there to pet some pigs. Like this one person has like 10 pigs coming up to her, and then a little like 5 doors down, there's a I guess there's also like a sea otter one, so you could play with the sea otters. I think it was closed um, when we passed by, so I couldn't take a picture of that one. Um, yeah, mostly like walking around a lot. It was getting toward the end of the day, and at that point, uh, we just wanted to hang out at a Starbucks. So we went to another place, like up 7 floors to a Starbucks. And by the way, between all of these, not all of them, but like between a few of them, we took trains. So there was there was time between that. You couldn't walk, or it would take a long time to walk to each one. Maybe there was a certain way that we planned it. I didn't plan it. I was just following along. Uh, but yeah, we ended up in a Starbucks, and we just ended up talking for like 2 hours. Felt like we could have recorded a podcast. We were telling like embarrassing stories we had with girls when we were younger. Like the kinds of stories like it makes you cringe years later. So we were sharing about that. Or that was like, of course we were talking about more stuff, but that was we were cracking up like, you did this, you didn't get this hint. Oh man. And then he was doing the same to me. Like I tell him like my embarrassing stories all the way from like elementary school and middle school. Like you did what? That could have been your first kiss. So that was we got to learn, uh, share some in like personal stuff. It's like it was a good bonding experience. That was a lot of fun. Uh, so and then that was it. Um, oh, at the Starbucks. So at in Japan, like people aren't worried of things getting stolen so much that if they want to save their seat at Starbucks so like no one else gets it, they'll leave their phone on like a table unattended, and then they'll go and pick up their coffee and bring it back. And so I saw that like on a bunch of tables because at the time it was super crowded. Like we had to sit outside. There wasn't a table inside, and like people would leave their purse and their phone on a table. Like wow, this is nice. Apparently, um, well they have cameras recording stuff, so if you did try to take something, you might like I'd hope you get in trouble. But even like people will snitch, like hey, that's not yours, or I don't know what they would do, but they're snitchers too, so that's that's good. Uh, oh man, I wanted a lot more because the can's still heavy, but I'm done. Oh, my mukbang's gonna be done. Okay, so yeah, so it's super safe here. Another thing I learned is one of the reasons why they keep the Japan the streets in Japan, or at least Tokyo, so safe, so clean, is because like it encourages people to not litter more. Like if you saw a bunch of cans or like garbage like in a sidewalk, like you'd feel like, oh, let me throw that away too. Just throw it away over there, or you'd be more inclined to do that. And even like they clean the graffiti right away if there is some, so because it like reduces crime. Because the more sketchy a place seems, the more sketchy stuff people will do. I thought that was a smart thing to do, or for a city to do. I did by one of the train stations. I did. It was so shocking, but I smelled like pee for the first time, and I guess like apparently it's rare, but that was the very first time I smelled it, and I was thinking back, man, if I went to Bart right now, every single wall where you walk by literally smells like pee. But this is the first time of me being here over a week, going to a bunch of like I don't know, like a million train stations, and this is the first time I smelled anything bad. It's so clean here. Like even the bathrooms, I might have talked about it before, but I'm totally comfortable going to the bathroom in a subway because they're clean. Like there's no litter on the floor. Uh, the toilets are clean. I've even I wouldn't mind doing number twos in there ever in Japan. They even have the bidets. I think they might have heated seats too, so when you sit down, it's not cold. What was I talking about? I don't know. I started talking about pee and number twos. All right, got anything else to say? Um, yeah, I feel so safe here. Usually, if I go in those crowds, like those crowded stuff, where like I can't even like turn all the way, I'll put my wallet from my back pocket to the front pocket, just so it's a little more like within my control. Like I don't get pickpocketed, but I wasn't worried about that at all. Hmm. Do I got anything else to say? Let me scroll through if I took any more pictures. Um. Nope, not after the pig. Yeah. So after Harajuku, now I'm forgetting how to pronounce the name even more. After that, yeah, it was already past 10, even though 10 isn't late in Tokyo, as I've learned. It was just we were out all day, so that was the end of our day. I took my train back. I picked up my two hot drinks. This one is just miso soup. There's no clams in it. This one is red bean drink. I would 100% get this again. I would get both of them again. I could be in the mood for miso soup. But there is actual beans in here. Like it's kind of heavy because there's like not ground up beans. I can't see it, but I could get a kind of a glimpse of them. Um, wow, they're really good actually. And so tomorrow I have nothing planned. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What should I do tomorrow? Oh, by the way, so man, the one thing I don't like about, or part of it is cool, but one thing is that there's a lot of smokers in Japan, and during at the train station, I think, or on the train, I wanted to sit down so badly for the heated seats because I was getting cold. I wanted to sit down so badly that I think I sat right next to like a heavy smoker because I started smelling like smoke. Like I've been getting a hint of it ever since that train station, and that was even when I didn't have my jacket on, so it was on this shirt, and then I put on my jacket like later when I went out. So man, it might be in my clothes now. I'm gonna take a shower. I wanted to show you. So apparently there's. Oh, this is gonna be way back. Let me scroll. Hold on. Don't leave yet. Apparently there's so many smokers in Japan. They don't do it out in public though. There's always like dedicated areas, and hotels they have. Oh, I showed you the one of the smoking rooms in my capsule hotel. I was in there um, just to be able to record a video in private. What was I wanting to show you? Hold on. Oh, here's the sumo. By the way, here's the sumo ring. That's when all the are those the pros. Those are the pros because they have the colored like stuff hanging in the front. I think I talked about sumo already. Oh, here it goes. So even outside, there's a smoking area, and it's like a designated spot. It's like open air, like to for the smoke to rise. But there's like they go in this glass area that's away from the public. Like, and that's just outside. It's not like in like a mall area. That's just on the sidewalk. So that's cool. I like that. Um, they're considerate to the people that don't smoke. But yeah, I smell like smoke. I'm gonna take a shower, and that was my Saturday. So it's now officially Sunday. Oh, you know what? I guess I'm just gonna extend this because it's 12:17, and maybe we could do Duolingo together. Oh, what the heck? It says I already did it so far, even though I just. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna start my lesson. Here is. This isn't gonna be a good. Coco. Okay. Kakoi bengoshi means a cool lawyer. A cool lawyer. Is that right? Yes, of course it's right. Hotel. Hoteru. Okay, I don't need to show you that. Sore wa watashi no. Sore wa is that is. Watashi no is my. That is my. Boshi desu ka? Boshi means hat. Desu means like is, and the ending with ka means it's a question. So is that is that my hat? Is what I think it says. Watashi no is my. Is that my hat? Yes, that was it. Yasashi sensei to yasashi isha. Yasashi means nice. Sensei means teacher. And isha means doctor. Sensei isha. Sensei is teacher. Isha is doctor. Watashi no boshi. Watashi no. Do you remember what watashi no means? I just told you. It means my. And boshi means hat. So my hat. Koko? Koko desu? Is. What does that mean? Koko desu? Well, this one I just speak it. I have to translate it. Koko desu. What does this mean? It's here. Oh, I could have got that. Sore wa oishii desu ka? That is taste. Is that tasty? Oishi means tasty. Oishi. Kakoi means cool. Hito means person. Desu means is. Like he or she is a cool person. Kakoi hito desu. By the way, I've just been doing Duolingo, but I haven't talked to anyone in Japanese. Like, well, I can't yet, but I don't. It's it feels weird to say like to thank people. I've been thanking people in English. So I haven't been saying like arigato. Mizu is water. Green tea is ocha. Debata wa koko desu. The department store is here. Debata wa koko desu. I would be learning Tagalog because I'm Filipino American, but they don't have it on Duolingo. So I wish they did have it. I did learn. I was before I started Japanese, like before I was getting ready for this trip. I was trying to learn, or I was signed up to learn Korean. I think that's a lot. Maybe the Duolingo for Japanese is better so far, in my opinion. I haven't even finished the first section yet, so I still got a long way to go. I knew. I don't know. Yay, perfect. So, wow, this is probably the earliest I've ever finished my lesson. It's 12:20 a.m. Usually I wait till like 11 p.m. the next day, or so I have like a 45 minutes to complete it. So usually procrastinate. Um. Okay. Am I gonna do anything else? How much time is this vlog? Oh, it's almost an hour. Holy! I can't believe I talked so much. Let's do the Wordle. Be easier if I had a computer or something. Wordle, why aren't you loading? What a day. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? I have so much energy because we had Starbucks when it was already late. So that's why I'm so awake. Man, I wish I had more red bean drink. Okay, I know you've done the Wordle before, right? What word should I start with? Cramp. I was gonna say scramble, but because like for Shibuya scramble, I guess that's what they call if you like the intersection where everyone goes through. But the next word I thought of was cramp. So no hits. I'm doing wine for people that are whiny. I got a green N. Okay, maybe pause it and see if you can get it before me. Let's see. What goes there? Oh, found. I'm gonna do found. Oh no. I usually try to aim to get it in 3. I wouldn't have started with a C cramp word though, if I was really trying. So a U, what could this word be? It could be like sunny. Am I gonna waste a guess on sunny? Let's try it. I'm feeling confident. Let's see. I'm gonna show you before I look. I didn't tap it. Green, all green. Yes. Oh, see, that's how it's done, you guys. So not only did I'm teaching you how to do the Wordle. I had a feeling. Okay, let's do strands. No, strands sucks. Let me do. I didn't mean to say that. I usually do it, but it's not very fun. It's just more like I'm in the habit of doing it. But I do the connections. Let's see. The ads. Okay, let me show you what today's is. You might have to pause it because I want to be looking at it. I don't know what they say right now. So it was Raven Silo Hitch promo, trailer Discog, Fish Tractor, Bally Farm, Cloister, Gather, Separate, Hunt, Axles, Seclude. Tractor, trailer, Raven Silo Hitch, Discog. Definitely the word when I think of Discog is discography, like an album. So let me see if Cog Raffi could be added to any of these. Nope. It doesn't. But also Disco G. Let's see. Maybe like they add a letter. So I don't know how you would watch this. I don't know how we could do this together. I need another. I guess it doesn't work if it's through video like this. But I already started, so we gotta finish. Seclude, gather, tractor, promo, hitch, trailer. Okay, those all sound like things you would put on a truck. Axles, trailer, hitch, tractor. Wait, would it be tractor? So trailer, hitch, and axles are all part of like a truck. Does anything else go with that? No, it feels like a tractor. Even though I'm seeing farm and silo, and I feel like tractor could go with those. But here, let's try it. We got 4 guesses. Green, or yes, parts of a big rig. Yep, I got that one. I just didn't know if it was like trying to trick me. Okay, I see separate, seclude. No, I don't know how to connect those. Dang, it's getting hot. It's getting cold in here. Raven, fish, bally, farm, cloister, gather. Oh, okay, these are ways to like get food. So you would gather, farm, hunt, and fish. Easy ways to get food. Oh, it's even exactly called ways to get food. Okay, so 2 more categories. We got bally, raven, cloister, discog. Oh, I know what it is. Separate, silo, promo, seclude. So that disco G got an extra letter on it. And if you take out an N from raven, you got a rave dance. So we got a disco dance, a rave dance, promo. If you take out the last O, it's a prom dance. And bally, bally. If you take out the Y, it's a ball. So these are like dances, places where you might dance, plus a letter. Okay, let me try to think of exactly what the category is called. Places to dance with an extra letter. Let's see. I'm gonna show you. I can't read it from here, but what does it say? Am I right? I'm gonna look. Dance events plus a letter. Oh, that's close. Seclude, cloister, silo, separate. Separate? Seclude, cloister, silo. Well, I feel like it's obviously just words to like make something individual. Seclude, separate. Cloister, like maybe that means close. I don't know the definition of it, but it definitely feels like just to take out of a group or something. What was it? You saw my bad score. My streak is not good. I only have an 87% win rate. Oh, the category was keep apart for the last one. Let me look at my. Right, I already know it's good, but let me show you. Let me see what my Wordle stats are. Oh, show me stats. Oh, look at that. I can't see it from here, but I know it's 100% because I've never missed a Wordle. Oh, 964 played. My average one is 4. Guess it in 4. Is that the end? It's kind of too hard to do the mini with you because I usually like to. Let's do the mini since this is my routine. Every day I do this. We started with Duolingo. Well, usually at midnight I do all these Wordles and stuff. Comfy slip-on shoes for short. Slide. No, it's 4 letters. Comfy slip-on shoes for short. Let's 4 words. Slippers. Croc. Okay, skipping that for now. Convincing evidence. I can't think of the word right now. Why you might breathe into a paper bag or drink water upside down. That one is definitely hiccups, right? I never heard of drinking water upside down, but it's probably hiccups. Start arguing. That could be too many things. So skip that one. Mark left by trunks, perhaps. Like swimming trunks, like tree trunks. I don't know. Uh-oh, I'm not doing good. Bird of Australia. 3 letters. What's the Australian bird? Do I know the Australian bird? Bruce, who starred in Enter the Dragon. I know who Bruce Lee is. So we got Lee. Small issue to pick. I don't know what that is yet. Clairvoyance gift for short. Wait, I don't know why. I don't know why we're doing this, but I've committed. So, clairvoyance gift for short. ESP. No, like who's the one that tells the future? I'm gonna write ESP because that sounds related. Speed limit abbreviation. In Japan it would be KPH, but I think this is American, so well, New York Times is in America, so I'm gonna say MPH. Art form withholding, and I know that one especially because at some of my hotels they've given me some of these origami. I've had some like cranes, paper cranes, like folded on my bed. Milk is a natural, blank milk is a natural laxative. That's something Gilligan never told us. Castaway lie? I have no idea what this one is. Something milk is a natural laxative. There's a C in it, but I don't know. Where LA and San Diego are casually. Uh-oh, did I get hiccups wrong? Oh, SoCal. Utterly hopeless. What could this be? Utterly hopeless. Futile. Oh, I got that one. That was a good one. It was futile. What's this next one? Trees with needles. Is that like pine? I can't see from here. Pines. Yeah, it's gonna be pines. I'm gonna put pines in that spot. Pines. Oh. Like a big roller coaster drop. Is it like steep? I'm gonna try steep. It fits, so we'll see. Number of things I hate about you in a rom-com title. I definitely know what 10 Things I Hate About You. That's a good movie. Was that with Julia Stiles and Heath Ledger? I think so. Isn't that, what's this guy's name? That's also with the guy from Third Rock from the Sun. What's his name? Timothy? No. I don't know. I don't know what this. So we're back starting at number 1. What's comfy slip-on shoes for short? That starts with an M-O and ends with an S. Mocks, like moccasins? Moss? Mod? I could be wrong on something, so I don't know. Skipping it. Oh, convincing evidence is proof. For all I know, you can't see any of this, so I don't. You definitely can't see that, but you can probably see that. Maybe when I hide my face, you see it. Start arguing. Goat it. I don't know. A mark left by trunks, perhaps, and that the rest of the hint seems like it would be tan line. So I'm going to put an N there. Oh, the bird of Australia is an emu. Okay. Small issue to pick was a nitpick. Oh. Blank milk is a natural laxative. That's something Gilligan never told us. Castaway lie. And I could tell without looking at the clue that it's coconut. Okay. Can I show you while I press this O? Oh. Oh. I didn't tap it. Congratulations. Oh, it took me 6 minutes. Sometimes I get it under a minute. But about a minute is usually like my time. My fastest time was like 30 something seconds. And this is the end of, I don't know what date though, how it works. Here's the mini crossword. So the website is New York Times crossword or New York Times Wordle. I usually start on the Wordle and then I just click the menu in the top left to go to the other ones. Anyway, it's like heck late. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna get rid of these clothes. Hope they don't smell like smoke really. I'm gonna get some rest and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Hope I do. It's been fun talking to you. All right, later.